Sundays, I always try to like maintain the Sunday reset. It really throws me off if I do not get that done. So I try to like knock out laundry, get my groceries done, all the things. But I feel like lately that's been a failure. So I need to get that back in line. Um, Otherwise, I mean, I feel like every weekend's just different because with our two kids, we never know what's going on. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
And
but
what ages are your kids?
they're 4 and 7.
Oh, 4 and 7. Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
have a question. Can you hear
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah, yeah, but I can edit it out a little bit, so no worries.
Okay, I was just wondering, maybe I should grab headphones. We're finishing our basement also, because like
Oh,
doing
and
all the
no,
things we're talking about.
and no
So,
worries either way. Like if there's background noise, it's just organic, it's authentic. So I'm not stressed about it at all.
okay. Okay, sounds good.
Oh,
Hopefully
and
he'll be done
what?
soon.
Yeah. So what are you doing in your basement? That's exciting.
So it's unfinished. So we finished the like gym area first. And then we're just finishing like the full main area. We're adding a full bath and then doing like a bar area and a like living
Oh, okay.
space.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
yeah.
What's
Yeah,
the
I'm excited.
gym? What's the gym area like?
So we have my Peloton because I can't live without that. And then we have a treadmill in there and then just like a multi-purpose machine. And then we have like an open area for free weight stuff. And then I like Bosu ball workouts and a lot of resistance band stuff. So
Okay,
just
sweet.
ample storage for that.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And it
Yeah.
seems like that's a big part of your life is fitness and
Yeah.
wellness.
Yeah, so I feel like for, gosh, a lot of years, like after starting my career in nursing and then having kids, I like totally lost that part of my life. So, in the last 18 months, that has definitely become like a part of every single day, at least an hour. I feel like we spend down there. Generally, like if we can, it's early in the morning, but sometimes it ends up being a late night affair if I can't get up in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be nice to have it be a finished space though, because we were just working out in like basically a storage room. So it's really nice to have nice walls and good lighting and mirrors and all the
Oh,
things. So I'm
yeah,
excited.
that's gonna be sweet. Congrats. And
Yeah, thanks. So we decided to do
we
it ourselves, which I would not do again, but whatever.
oh,
It's almost
okay. Well,
done.
that's
So
even gonna yeah, that's going to feel very earned afterwards. So,
yes. Yeah.
and
So
before you your kids, were you like an athlete, or give me like your origin story into your wellness a little bit.
yeah. Yeah, so growing up, I mean, we were like a huge track household. So, my siblings are quite a bit older than me, so I watched them always. Like my brother was a multi-sport athlete, baseball, football, track, and then my sister was track and volleyball. So I kind of followed in their footsteps. I played volleyball, middle school through high school, and then same with track. My sister was actually a collegiate track athlete, so I had like big aspirations to do that, but um, I ended up going to a bigger school, and I just like didn't follow that through
Oh,
college, but um I always liked, like the group fitness type things in college. I did a lot of like Kosama, which I don't even know if that's a thing anymore, but I loved things like that. I always found myself at the rec. So I always maintained like an active lifestyle through college.
mhm.
And then, um, you know, in my early adulthood, I like messed around in like intramural softball and just like, beer league fun stuff around town.
Yeah.
But I would say like once I started my nursing career, I think the shift work kind of caught up to me and I just didn't have that same energy to like keep dedicating time to that. And so it started to slip then and then with the addition of kids that just like definitely took me out. So that was my goal a couple of years ago to just get back into like consistently moving my body in a way that felt like fun and filled my cup. So started there and then obviously the benefit of, movement just paid off all around.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long would you say like the gap was when you felt like you weren't able to do like your no, normal like routines and stuff? Like how long was that phase?
Honestly, like 10 years. So I thought that I would never get it back,
Okay,
which
yeah, yeah.
was sad and scary.
Yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to interrupt there because it seems like you're crushing it now, and
Thanks.
it's like even a 10-year gap is like a long time, but it's
Hmm.
just cool that you're able to do something for 10 years, switch it up, and it's not like you weren't doing anything. You were having a family and doing your
Hmm.
nursing stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it feels like a huge accomplishment to have gotten it back, and like I think that, part of our culture right now is like all of this instant gratification, and like
Mhm.
people have these goals in mind and they want to reach them like right now.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's hard sometimes to stay focused on like the long game. But when I look back, it's like so much less about getting like physically fit or looking a certain way anymore. I feel like so
Mhm.
much more pride in the fact that I was able to totally do a 180 and like get that part of myself back and prioritize that time for myself again.
Mhm. Yeah, and just being able to balance everything out, like being able to spend time in the nursing, I'm sure is
Mhm.
helping with like your remodel and stuff now. So you gotta make sacrifice, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really cool to see just like the impact of prioritizing that. Like our kids want to hang out down there, they want to run on the treadmill, they want to try the
Mhm.
bike. So I really do think it's like very important to model those behaviors that you think are, healthy and beneficial long term.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Like my wife does a lot of weightlifting and yoga too,
Oh,
and
nice.
our son will do like some yoga poses and push-ups now, and he has his own little yoga mat and things too. So
So
you definitely
cute.
see him just like adapt and want to be like a mom and dad. So it's awesome to be able to
Yeah, yeah. How
show
old is
them
your
that
son?
stuff. He's 3. He turns 4 in April. So
Oh, fun.
yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
he's the best, and it's our first kid, so it's been awesome, and like it's been such a change. Obviously, like the
Yeah.
most out of shape I ever felt was probably right before we were gonna have our son, which I mean makes sense, but it's like yeah, there's just different priorities and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they rock your world before they're even Earthside for sure.
Mhm. So just like the scheduling and just so I mean the
Hmm.
timing of scheduling obviously, but but
Yeah,
like
for
I'm
sure.
sure you're I'm sure you're not doing your ideal workout timing because of your kids. It's
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh yeah, I hate
Right.
an early morning, but I mean, it's really all you get. I
Yeah.
still work full time, so it's like I leave our house at 7 in the morning. So to get it done, it's an effort, but
Yeah, and it feels like just helping people like find the balance and ways to still be healthy and like just
mhm.
kind of confident is something that you're about a lot with your business, or what kind of do you do like more in.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think a huge thing for me in trying to get like this part of my life back was just making it sustainable and not trying to like reinvent the wheel or switch up my whole entire life in one day. So for me, like I am 100% a ritual person. Like I need to have a routine. So I love to have cues. Like when I wake up in the morning and I do not want to get up, I intentionally set my phone with my alarm across the room on top of my workout clothes because I have to get out of bed to turn off my alarm. By the time I get there, I see my clothes, and at that point, I feel too guilty to get back in bed. um, and I like leave myself a little note that like 20 minutes of medium effort is better than none. And then I make my way down to the kitchen with my little bit of protein and carbs before I go down, and I have my peptides sitting there. And so like I take the guesswork out of it for myself, and in my brain I'm like, okay, I'm saving myself 20 minutes by having this all ready to go. And I just like lean heavily into showing up for myself in any way is better than not showing up at all. And I truly believe that keeping that consistent habit is what has gotten me success long term. Um, we've been smacked with like every illness in the last 6 weeks, and there have been several days that I've worked out and I felt like my effort was probably that of a walk, but I didn't feel good. And so I just told myself, like, just show up, like,
Mm-hmm.
move for 20 minutes, do something. Um, because I think once I fall out of the routine, it feels like starting over. And I firmly believe that starting is the hardest part. So I just refuse to let go of my habits. And I set myself up with those little cues every single day to stay on track. And it seems to have worked so far.
Yeah, I think that is such a important thing for me too. It's like I always have to have my work clothes just already set out the night before, for like the gym clothes and stuff too. For just having habits just to
Mhm.
make everything easier is so key.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a little bit of that autopilot element, I think, and it's very helpful.
I see even one like in November I made like a conscious effort like you know what I'm just going to drink like less just like drop some weight and let's just see what all happens and I noticed it. It's not even like having a drink. It's the ooh, a drink sounds good after work. So if I
Yeah.
switch that out with like a protein shake or like a liquid death, at
Hmm.
first it was like tough, but then it was like oh, it's more just like I'm in a routine of having a drink after work or on a Friday night. And
Yeah.
once you're able to just kind of get out of that, it just kind of go the way.
Yeah, exactly. And like um part of the whole like mission of this peptide company that I'm a rep for is like small sustainable swaps. So at the beginning of this year we kind of like rebranded this whole thing, and it's this whole like habit breakthrough, and it's like three small habit swaps for 3 months. And there are things like how much water you're drinking, how you're prepping for bedtime, how many steps you get in a day, like small things that become such a big part of your overall like picture of health. And I think like you said with the drinking after work or whatever, like I totally think that's like a generational thing. Like I grew up with that. Like every night my parents would have like a bush light or whatever after
Yep.
work. And so I totally see that. And like I think of smokers a lot. Like I think part of it is like having that thing in their hand, you know?
Yep.
Um, so I think like speaking to that and educating people about that and encouraging them to like just try swapping something that's like less of a quote unquote vice. I think people are amazed by how easily they drop those like
Oh yeah.
habits that are seen as non-productive for ones that might actually move the needle forward and getting them healthier.
Oh yeah, just making If I want to get into the peptide and stuff and just
Yeah.
start just chatting away, but I feel like just making a small changes is so clutch because let's
Hmm.
say like last the summer if I was gonna have like a few beers on like a Friday night Saturday to then during like a football game on Sunday, it's not a
Hmm.
ton, but it just adds up. But then if you get into the habit where so I'm going to go to the gym on Saturday morning. So on
Hmm.
Friday it's like well now if I drink I won't be able to lift as much. So I'd rather get hydrated. So it's
Yeah.
just like one change can just like make the whole thing just more efficient if that makes sense.
Totally. And I like love that. I feel like, um, people our age are obviously recognizing this and making a push for it, because I have noticed so much in the last year, even like the offerings of mocktails or like, you know, bars and restaurants that are popping up that don't even offer alcohol anymore. Like clearly we're acknowledging the importance of, being able to dial back these habits that like tons of people have a drink on the weekend. Like, I still have a
Oh yeah.
glass of wine, whatever. It doesn't
Oh
have to
yeah.
be a bad habit or an issue to like acknowledge that maybe making that swap even one of the 3 days can be beneficial. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's huge, like that people can just acknowledge that it doesn't have to be an all or nothing situation. Like, you can start getting healthier without completely changing everything you're doing in
Yeah,
your life.
yeah. Like, don't get it wrong. Like, I still got like the blue ox, like the empties here. Like, if we're gonna like get after it, like we're gonna get after it. You know what I mean? But it's,
Yeah. So funny.
but
But
it's
yeah.
just like, yeah. Because just all of last summer, I was just like, you know what? Let's just like relax on like the gym and stuff. Just like have more
Hmm.
fun. Just see what happens, and then just make a conscious stopping point and go the other way. To,
Yeah.
and then compare that and see which one do you like more. And it
Hmm.
almost sucks because like, man, the healthier way, I feel so much better. I like this more. But
Yeah.
it's like, man, I love eating 10 hot dogs on the 4th of July. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah,
But
it's totally like sacrifices must be made.
yeah, but then it gets to the point where it's like, oh no, this is. It feels weird to say, but it's like this is better.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah, it's been like a fun challenge because fun fact about
mm,
me, I'm like a sugar queen. I love
okay.
dessert. So
Yeah.
that's like a challenge for me for sure. Um the peptides help with that, but I have like made that kind of a fun challenge with my husband and I. Like, we're constantly trying to find fun recipes that are actually good for you that seem like a dessert. So we just did like the viral cottage cheese Biscoff cookie cheesecake thing, and that was actually pretty good.
Oh
I was
yes.
skeptical,
Okay.
but it was good.
No, fair. Yeah, sugar, that'd be a tough one. I don't have that one. Mine's like
Yeah.
pizza and like meals, like
Yeah.
hamburgers and wings, like bar food. I could just eat bar food
Yeah.
all day and forever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that too, but I love a dessert. I don't know what it is. My sister's the same. It must be hereditary. I don't know.
Oh yeah, fair. I
It
mean,
might
I
have been my
get it.
genetics.
I can
Uh,
smash some cake too.
yeah. Yeah. Gotta
Mm.
love a birthday cake.
Mm. So I was really excited when I heard that you were doing work with peptides, because I've been
Yes.
hearing about them. I feel like over like the last like year, but
Hmm.
didn't really know like much like what they were, but they seem interested. So yeah. What's
Yeah.
going on? What's up?
Yes. So, peptides are not a new concept, but for some reason in the last like 18 months, the world has just like taken notice of them, and they're kind of taking health and wellness by storm. So, we actually have about 7,000 naturally occurring peptides in our body. They live there always. They always have a job to do. But as we age or our habits lead us down a road of not being so healthy, they actually get less effective. So, a lot of things we see, like decreased energy, weight gain, signs of aging, like decreased collagen or wrinkles, those are all related to a decrease in effectiveness of peptides in our body. So, for those that don't know, a peptide is a small chain of amino acids, and they're basically like the cell's communication system. So, a peptide will send a signal like, develop more lean muscle mass, and it sends that message to the cells related to your muscle, and it gives them that message like, hey, we need to ramp up production of lean muscle mass. Um, so we always have peptides in our body. Insulin is a peptide. Insulin I give as an example because that's a word that most people have heard. So, insulin is
Mhm.
a peptide that regulates your blood sugar in your body. But what's happened over the last 18 months or so is that health and wellness professionals, providers, both non traditional and traditional medicine providers, have started using synthetic peptides in their clinical protocols, to help people with a variety of things. Um, the peptide people have probably heard the most is like Ozempic or Mounjaro, the like GLP-1 medications that people are taking, primarily to lose weight. And those medications in the past have been used to manage diabetes. But through, the use of them, they found these off-label uses for weight. Um, so I think like outside of fitness, that's probably the most commonly known peptide would be a GLP-1 injection for
Okay.
weight loss. Um, but I know that you had curiosity about like the BPC 157.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So that
it's
one's
interesting
more
because
like,
cause I've heard that's
oh,
from
go.
like for like muscle recovery and injuries because they want to
Yes.
use it more in like MMA and like sports and stuff. So I was like, oh,
Yes.
that's
Yep.
interesting.
So BPC 157 actually stands for body protection compound. So
Oh.
um, you're right. It's been studied for things like tissue repair, like tendon protection. So that definitely is used more in the fitness space. And it's actually from protein in like gastric juices, which is really interesting. But that one is definitely seen more commonly in the fitness arena. It is still synthetic, meaning, it's not naturally derived. It's something that we've created in a lab. And it has to be injected. And it generally comes with like a pretty significant price tag.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
just cool how like cause I feel like before like the last couple years that would have been more like bro science hearing about like MMA recovery. So I love how like the world are just combining into one space.
Yeah, I agree for sure. And like, I think it's really cool to see more women entering the peptide arena or like the fitness arena in general. Um,
Mhm.
I was super intrigued by all things peptides too. And like, when the GLP-1 category of medications came available to like more of the general public. It was definitely in a time where I was struggling a little bit with my own weight, and like that was when I was trying to get back into fitness. And so I did a lot of research on it, and I was very conflicted because people who use them generally lose weight very quickly, and who, doesn't want that when they're not feeling great about their body. But I ultimately like ended up going a different route, and that's how I found myself with the Make Wellness peptides. Um,
Okay. And so what like type of so how do you know like what type of peptides you would need or like would want for an individual?
sure. So I'm really lucky in that like I can utilize my, nursing background to kind of help people pick through what kind of protocol would fit them best. But Make has also done an incredible job of making their peptides easily understood by like the average person. So
Okay.
they've gone as far to like name them basically for what they would be indicated for. So like my favorite of the peptides is called Fit. And that one is specifically designed to increase skeletal muscle mass, decrease inflammation, and increase NAD plus production. So, like, that one is incredible for athletes. It helps with performance, recovery. Your energy levels are amazing. And the best thing is there's no needles and it's affordable. And I think that is huge. I really wanted to try something that I wasn't going to have to be married to for the rest of my life if I didn't want. And I didn't want it to cost me as much as a car payment every month. So,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. But I mean, their products right now, they have seven, and they, you know, range from things to help with mood all the way to athletic performance to sleep. But they are like so simply marketed that you can understand what you would want or need. But also
Mhm.
like that's my favorite part of being a rep for them is like talking to people about what their goals are and like what they're hoping to achieve long term, and then helping them find like what stack of peptides is going to be the most effective for them.
Okay, sweet. And
Yeah.
is it more like how long does it take to see like results with
Yep. So,
peptides?
all of the human clinical trials were over a 16-week period. Um, but I will be completely honest with you, most of my clients will end up messaging me within the first couple weeks saying that they feel so good. They've already noticed a decrease in inflammation. I actually, like myself, was very skeptical. I almost wouldn't even try them because I didn't believe what I was reading. So I took before pictures and then I took 30-day pictures, and I was honestly shocked at how different my body composition was. My weight was not much different, but I looked like a different person. So
Oh,
I think it's really cool when we can like lean into science. These are all like plant based. We're literally using AI to pull these peptides from plants, and they're non synthetic. There's no dyes, there's no sugar. Um, they have the same clean ingredient list that they use in the UK. So there's like a list of 45 ingredients that are not allowed in the products.
okay.
Um, and so to like see it on paper in a picture was crazy to me. Um, and I just think like the focus on sustainable health is massive for me. Um, I think, we live in like a get thing quick, get rich quick culture.
Mm.
And I really liked that that was not present in this company's business model. So it was really interesting.
Yeah, yeah, that always is like the new, just like I need it now, like now,
Hmm.
quick, instant results. But that's not real.
Right.
I feel
Right.
like or a
Yeah,
fence that goes up fast comes down fast, whatever the quote is.
exactly. Yeah, and like I have a lot of friends. I have clients actually that have, done the injectable peptides, and like I totally believe there's a time and place for them. I think the issue that, we may run into down the line is that I think a lot of people are using them without proper follow-up or education. And so, unfortunately, what I think will happen for a lot of people is that they'll stop using them because they either can't afford them or they reach their goal weight or, they win their fitness competition, whatever it is. And then your body rebounds because you've taken away that synthetic signal. That was the other thing that I liked about the make peptides is that, they're actually working to just optimize the communication within your body as it is. It's not
Mhm.
adding or overriding something different.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like it's
Hmm.
not like adding more ingredients. It's just kind of making them work more efficiently.
Yeah, yep. So it's basically
Okay.
just like clearing the noise and allowing our body's, communication to function the way that it's supposed to. Gotta stay over here.
Hey.
I've
Oh,
got a
that's all.
visitor.
Oh, no worries. Hello, hello. And um, when you start peptides, like, do you need to like do them every day, or like can you come off of them, or did that make a difference?
Yep. So, most of the peptides are the most effective if you're using them daily, but some of them are indicated for like as needed use. So, there's one
Okay.
called Calm, and people just use that when they're feeling like overwhelmed or anxious. So that one, I mean, is just like an in the moment thing. The Fit is definitely the most effective if it's used daily. If you miss it, nothing bad's gonna happen, but the
Oh,
results just compound if you can use it on like a daily schedule. The other one would be Lean, which is it's like our GLP-1 alternative essentially. It works with our hunger hormones stuff. It works with our hunger hormones, and it like takes away that food noise, helps to manage appetite, but it also targets our visceral fat specifically, which is really awesome. That's the fat that lives like around our organs and generally leads to like the long-term health effects. So that one as well is most effective if it's taken every day. But yeah, we have like kind of a variety. We have some that are definitely intended for daily use, and then others that you can use just on an as needed basis.
oh, that's really cool. And
Hmm.
it seems like just people don't really know like what they are. Like myself, it's like I know I knew that they were in amino acid,
Hmm.
and I've heard they're effective, and that's essentially all I know.
Yeah. Yep. And so I think like what's really cool is that we as humans just keep getting smarter. So we've kind of been able to research and isolate the job of a peptide within the body. And then we have all of these people now that are creating these peptides for us that, do these same jobs, but kind of like on overdrive, which is why people see the
Mhm.
results so quickly. The piece, like I mentioned, that's lacking is the education. So for something like BPC 157, there's not a lot of like long term negative things that you would be concerned about. For something like the GLP-1 family of medications, you would be concerned about kind of a longer list of side effects to begin with, but also that once you take that away, you are almost guaranteed to gain weight equal to or more than what you lost originally. And that's because once you remove that synthetic signal, your body goes right back to what it was doing before, and sometimes even more so. So, a lot of times when people are committing to the GLP-1 medications, they're committing to being on it for the rest of their life, which is how the medication was intended to be used.
Hello. Oh, what are those? Are those some of the packets?
Yeah, they're the peptides.
I've heard you've been working out too, some.
Do you work out? Do you work out? She does like the hydration one. That's her favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotta stay hydrated.
Yes, this one, she says. There you go. But
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
so that's kind of how I found my way to make. I just was not ready to commit to being on a medication that I didn't truly believe that I needed for the rest of my life. And so many people have like these goals that feel so big, and I get that. Like, I wanted to lose 25 pounds, and like in the moment, that felt totally insurmountable to me. Um, but my personal feeling is like the medications that are out there in the form of injectable peptides should be reserved for people who have tried other methods like
Hmm.
physical fitness and, making an
Hmm.
adjustment to diet.
Yeah, like this kind of random, but I heard a Jelly Roll talk about like his weight loss. Then now he used got alum, and it just helped him so much. It's just like a
Hmm.
tool to just like lose like
Yeah.
hundreds of pounds. Uh,
Yep. Yep. And for
and
sure, like,
it's Oh, and it seems like, if you are trying to lose like a bunch of weight, you take
mhm,
it, but obviously you have to like make the changes too. So then when
yes.
if you were to stop,
Hmm.
mentally you're able to like work out, can eat healthy, have
Exactly.
better habits.
Yeah. So for like people who are using them truly, like you said, as a tool in a toolkit, it is absolutely life changing for people. Like if
Hmm.
someone is, struggling with true obesity and they're heading towards diabetes or their cardiac health is struggling, for sure that would be a time and a place. But even in that scenario, absolutely the education needs to be there about being like physically active and making those adjustments to diet. The other piece of peptides that people don't generally realize, and when I say peptides I mean like the synthetic injectable peptides, the weight loss from them comes so quickly because you're losing both muscle mass and fat at that time. So, if
Hmm.
you are taking an injectable peptide, you need to prioritize weight bearing movement to maintain your skeletal muscle mass. Otherwise, you will lose it.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, so that makes sense. And cause, so that was one thing that I heard. But that's why it was so important for people to lift as well when they're
Yes.
around too.
Yeah.
But
And so we
also,
actually will have. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, yeah, yeah, like I have no like. judgment of like when people should take them or not take them or anything. That
Mhm.
yeah, just want to to get that out there.
Yeah,
Um,
and like I'm the same way. I cast no judgment. Like I said, I thought about it myself. I just like from a healthcare professional standpoint, like I just want to make sure that people are doing their due diligence and like
okay,
educating themselves so that they are using them safely is my
okay, yeah.
biggest thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to be sure that I'm not just casting judgment or doing any like
Oh yeah.
aha type stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, for sure. And I mean, clearly we have found a benefit in them or they would not be viral right now. I think like even more so than like it being on the consumer to do the research, I think we just need to make sure that the people that are prescribing them or making them available are giving good education so that people get the results that they want, but they're also maintaining, safety within their body.
hmm Yeah, but it's just so interesting. Like, I take a creatine,
Mhm.
and like, there's some of my co-workers who are in like their 60th and 70th and don't work out. They're like creatine. Is that like a steroid thing? Like, they don't even know. Like, that seems like crazy in like a way. It's like no, it's
Yeah,
just like, and
for sure.
and and even that's one that over like the last couple years I've heard so much more about and all about the mental effects too and things. So it's just been so
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, the cognitive benefit of creatine has been like a really cool development in the last, I would say, yeah, couple of years. Which I did not know that prior to them starting to make those statements over the last couple of years, and that has been so interesting to me.
Well, yeah, I had no idea, and it feels like wellness it's just like such a big thing now too. And
Hmm.
under that I wrote like gyms, yoga, like the herbal CBD, THC stuff, vitamins, peptides, gut health, uh
Hmm.
body positivity, just all that. It's just like mainstream it seems like, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I think like this focus has definitely shifted to like how can I be healthier longer? It's like not about, how do I look or, whatever. I
Hmm.
felt like it used to be very surface level. It's definitely
Oh
like
yeah.
a longevity thing now. Like how am I going to keep up with what I'm doing when I'm 10, 20, 30 years older than I am right now?
Yep, yeah, 100%. And do you listen to any like podcast or shows about like health stuff or anything that you would recommend?
Yes. So the first book that I read that I think completely changed my outlook on health in general was Outlive by Dr. Attia,
Okay.
Attia. Um, it is honestly very mind blowing in terms of perspective. And as someone who works in like traditional healthcare, it was kind of hard to listen to at first because it really opened my eyes to like, whoa, I think we might be doing this wrong.
Oh.
um, his whole thing is about like he calls them like the four horsemen of health, and it's about like the things that will eventually bite us in the butt in the end of our life that we could be preventing, all throughout our lifespan. So
Okay.
um the example that he gives is that the way that we treat our health right now is kind of like we're at the bottom of a building and someone's hurling eggs off of the top of the building. And we're at the bottom and we have a basket and we're trying to run around and catch all these eggs. But he's too fast, there's too many eggs, and we're never going to catch them all. So instead, why are we not going into the building, taking the elevator, going to the roof, and stopping the man from throwing the eggs? So,
Oh,
like, that like really hit home for me. I'm like, why are we waiting to get sick? Why are we waiting to gain weight?
yeah.
Why are we waiting for our genetics to catch up with us? Like there's so many simple things that we can do every single day to stay ahead of this and not have to dig ourselves out of this hole. So, unfortunately, the United States is definitely like a culture focused on fixing things once they're broken. Um, and a lot of countries in the world are not that way and they fare a lot better than we do. So I've tried to just shift my focus to like controlling the variables that I can. And I am not perfect. Like, I don't eat like, super crunchy. Like, I still have
Yeah.
Skittles in my house. I still let my kids have Sour Patch Kids on Valentine's
Mm.
Day. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we don't eat like a, super clean slate diet, but I've tried to focus more on like clean, lean protein
Mhm.
and more vegetables and, making sure that I'm drinking water, avoiding, those things that I know to be very harmful. And then just moving our bodies. I think that is
Mhm.
something that we can do so much better at, that we can absolutely control. So I think that's just been like a big, big mindset shift for me over the last 18 months. And that book did such a good job of just breaking everything down, and like it can be so overwhelming and like a lot of things we don't have control over. So I thought that book did a really good job of making it like easy to digest and get started.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then I've heard some of his stuff too, and it's always great. And it's really cool
Yeah.
hearing a nurse read a book like that, and feeling the friction, but still like being curious enough to like explore more, and not be
Yeah.
like, no, this is nonsense. So I feel like that says a lot about you and like the way you think about stuff.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, like you said, the friction, that's a great word because it's kind of like an internal conflict. Like being a nurse is a huge part of my identity, and like people go into healthcare because they want to help and they want to help people feel better,
Mhm.
but we're just operating within a system that's already there and it's been established for so long. But I am hopeful with like the shifts that I've seen just in our culture in the last couple of years, that I think we might be able to start moving in a direction of like more forward thinking or proactive health rather than reactive.
Oh yeah, yeah. It seems like it's starting to change. Just so I feel like we're on a good track. Like
I agree for sure.
yeah, yeah. Just like all like this wellness stuff, and like how many of like my friends are starting to exercise a little bit more. And like I feel like every like chick now weights lift, which is awesome.
Yeah,
And like guys like do yoga now and stuff. Like I can touch my toes. It's pretty sick.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, like
I
stuff just
agree.
starting to change.
Yeah, I feel like we've like broken up with a lot of the gender norms for fitness, which is awesome.
Yeah, like I played like football like my whole life, but like I wouldn't stretch unless like I had to. For like I was always just like dehydrated, just like I don't
Yeah.
need water. I'm a man. Like what am I doing? Like that's so dumb.
Yes. People do sleep on stretching for sure. Like there
Oh
are a
yeah,
few things better than a good stretch.
yeah. I might stretch after this and have a Coors
Right?
Light. Like a little bit of both.
So funny.
Mm.
Yeah,
What?
I think we're definitely headed in a good direction. And like, I am super excited that we have all these resources available to us. And, none of this is one size fits all. So it's nice to have like this whole spectrum of options that people can find, what fits
Yep.
their needs and what they're comfortable with. And I think that's great.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree. What's the rest of your day like?
I actually have a recruiting call after this for the peptide business,
Oh,
and
nice.
then we've got piles and piles of laundry to fold and some dinner to cook. And I think this little nugget actually fell asleep. She was playing outside before she came back in, so
Oh man,
I
I
think
just
I'll let her have a cat nap, but I have to wake her up not too long because she'll be awake till midnight.
yeah, I'm jealous. If Leanne was on my lap during a podcast, she would be playing with my face and trying to not get everything over. So the fact she just sat and slept is
I'm amazed that
amazing.
she was as subdued as she was, because generally if I
Right.
say I'm unavailable, it's this happens. So
Oh, and this is perfect too, because like I love stuff to be like authentic and like real, and like being a parent, it's like sweet. I have some alone time to do something, and then your kid's on your lap, so it's like this is perfect.
it's honestly so funny. Like, I don't know, before, I don't know, 18 months ago, I was like social media illiterate. I had no following, like nothing. I still don't have a huge following. I have like 700 followers, but I didn't even know how to make a
That's good.
reel. And so I like have self-taught. My friend Megan has helped me a lot, but it's so funny to watch them now because I'll see them like pretending to make a video mixing peptides or like
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
start talking about like this is my peptide drink and this is good for your muscles or whatever. So they're totally watching and I that's another thing this year that I'm just really proud of that they've, you know, been able to see me kind of like step out of my comfort zone and do something new and change my habits and
Yeah, it's awesome. So keep it up. I love all the tips, so I'm always interested too.
thanks. Thanks. It's been fun.
Yeah, and just whenever someone says they're doing something out of their comfort zone, and then they keep doing it, it's just like cool to watch. It's like nice, like they're still doing it. So shouts out.
Yeah, I think I did it for like 15-year-old me, you know. You care so much about what other people think about for so much or what they think about you for so much of your life and I thought
Oh, yep.
I'm 33. I got two kids. What do I really care? I'm just going to go for it.
Yep. Yes, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
what are
that's where
your
we're at.
so yeah. Real quick, what are your socials so people can follow you and learn more?
Yes. So, my Facebook is still just my good old first and last name, so Lauren Ruggio, and then my Instagram is Laurio, so Laurio Wellness.
Perfect. I'll put that in the bio and stuff too, so we'll be
Perfect.
good to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for meeting with me. That this was
Yeah.
really fun, and I learned a lot. So thank you.
Yeah, it was so fun chatting with you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then any other times you want to chat a wellness or do like some video stuff, we need to get a hold of Megan too. So
Yeah. I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
we need to do some sort of like fun wellness pop-up. I feel like we need to
Oh,
do like a pop-up workout peptide thing
oh,
somewhere. I think that would be
okay.
so fun.
Yep, events and stuff. I know some. Yep, yep. My wheels are spinning. I'm in. I'm
Yeah,
so
I
in.
would love that. Gotta get
All.
your girl and your kiddo in on it. Be fun.
Yep. Sweet. We'll make
Yeah.
that happen. Well, thank you, and have a good
Yeah.
rest of your weekend. All right.
You too. Have a good one.
All right. Peace. It was nice to meet you.